guys remember the YouTuber PopularMMOS? He was a gaming YouTuber, had like 17 million subscribers. He freaking made videos with his wife, I guess. I never watched his channel, but he kind of went viral for all the wrong reasons when he sort of had some relationship drama, some like domestic, you know, police involved sort of situation drama. I don't know the specifics off the top of my head, but I know there's like YouTube video essays about it. I actually covered this guy, I think, how long ago was it? Only 3 months ago. Well, this was a long time ago because the footage didn't come out right away, right? Like the arrest footage, but I covered him when he got arrested, or not when he got arrested, but whenever this body cam came out, and he was like super drunk in public and just being a crazy guy. It was not looking good for him, but he actually came back and made a video freaking saying, alcohol destroyed my life, but I think it's a happier video than that. We'll see. I don't know that for sure. I haven't pre-watched this dude, but freaking PopularMMOS. Let's see what he has to say. I don't think he's uploaded for a long time before this. Let's check. Yeah, he hadn't uploaded for a year before that, and that was like Will Jen be coming back, and then it was a year before that. I went to jail, so he's been having a rough go of it. I do have some sympathy, freaking, as someone who used to drink a lot of alcohol myself and was a crazy alcoholic. Not crazy, but, you know, I do empathize with that, so let's see what he has to say. Anyway, enough stalling.
I just watched a video of my... Okay, guys, I just watched a video of myself that was on my phone from January. And guys, as most people know, I am an alcoholic, and I tried to make a video talking about it, trying to help people, and trying to show my journey. Went terrible, honestly. It is so difficult. But right now, guys, I am 4 months sober, and looking at the video, I look like a completely different person. Honestly, I'm making this part of it so I don't jump scare you, because it looks terrible. Oh my god. And I'm gonna leave it uncut too, because it shows just like how ill I was. Like, I almost threw up on myself in the video. But yeah, guys, love you all. Hopefully I can help some people with all of this.
Was he drunk in the video? I guess we'll see.
Till the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys kind of what happened after that. Terrible, but 4 months sober now. If I can do it, guys, any of you can do it too. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Pat, and welcome back to another video.
Okay, he definitely looks a lot more rough in the before video, a lot more bloating in his skin just from drinking and stuff. Drinking just makes you look like shit, dude. It destroys your body from the inside out. I mean, everybody knows this, but freaking it always hits different when you see yourself going through it like that, I guess. I remember there was a time when, you know, I felt like that for sure.
It's been a very, very long time. And this is probably going to be, I would assume, the most important video that I do make.
I'm assuming he's like drunk in the video, because I mean he sounds weird.
And as you guys can tell, I look pretty beat up. I didn't really try to fix myself up at all for this video, because I wanted to show how I've been treating myself, I guess. As you can tell, this is gonna be the first thing anyways. My skin looks pretty bad right now, and also all the gray
Bro,
hairs.
what is he? He's talking so crazy. It's so different.
That way since I started the channel, I just dyed it. No one ever noticed, which I think is kind of funny. Anyways, I'm an alcoholic, and I never really acknowledged it, although there's definitely information online about it. The only reason I'm making this video is I figure I could save probably thousands of lives talking about my journey.
That is possible. I mean, like he said, like I said, this guy does have a big following, or did at one point. So, I mean, this stuff isn't talked about enough, because freaking alcohol is super readily available and still a problem in many people's lives, you know?
Sobriety. Today,
your dad and brother died from alcohol. I'm sorry to hear that, team, but that is the story for a lot of people, and that's very sad. It sucks.
Day one of no substance abuse of any kind. I spent a lot of time drinking in the last 5 years. When I say a lot of time...
And it might sound silly, but like going through one day of not drinking when you're this drunk and this is like your normal, it is really fucking hard to do. And it's commendable that people can pull themselves out of that. If he really is 4 months sober, that's great.
And I mean, probably as much as everybody on the channel combined. Or more, possibly. Definitely or more. So I thought I would be able to be helpful to people, so hopefully you guys will follow me on a journey of sobriety. I have some very funny stories as well, and some very not funny stories, because there's some horrible things that could happen to you, and some fun times as well. Obviously, anything in moderation is okay, but when you
I wonder why he chose this moment to record this, because it doesn't seem like he was... I mean, maybe it is like a mental thing. He probably has thought about sobriety a lot. That's how it was for me when I was drinking, is like I had to think about getting sober and try many times for like years. It was like many years before it actually stuck, you know, of like thinking about it and then actually wanting to do it, and then whatever. But
something,
yeah, I don't know.
You really can screw up your life, and my life went down quickly. Also, just to point this out, because it bothers me, it's kind of hard to tell, but I look like a heroin addict. Like, look at this bruising I have here. The hospital did such a bad job poking me with that thing. I have it on both arms, actually. Well, this one's a little bit lower. I don't know if you can tell. But, yeah, I'm not a heroin addict. I just have a really bad doctor, apparently. Well,
Okay.
I blame the Mayo Clinic, which is supposed to be one of the best doctors in the world, but apparently they're terrible, horrible. I wouldn't suggest them at all. At least the one in Florida. But anyway,
Florida mentioned?
But anyways, today's going to be day one of No Substances. I couldn't start this earlier. Impossible. I was just too ill. Like, when you abuse substances like alcohol, you get very, 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 very sick when you stop them, no matter how you stop them. There's two ways to do it.
Yeah, I think alcohol is like one of the only substances you can actually die from quitting cold turkey if you're in deep enough, right? Is that true? I believe it is.
There's a million ways to do it, but basically most people would recommend, going to rehab, which obviously is
Appreciate it.
something very hard to do. I would recommend it to anyone.
I definitely don't miss alcohol at all.
Abuse issues, or recommend it to anyone in their family that does. It's going to be hard to convince them to do it.
But I remember when this guy was like, I don't think he'll talk about it in this video, but I've seen it in like other videos, because like there were times where he'd like post on his community tab, and it was just like very dire stuff that I'm only laughing at like nervously. But I hate ranting my entire Mr. Beast drama. I don't think that's it. 1 year ago, I don't know how long ago this would have been. Is this his new girlfriend? I don't care about that stuff. They seem even too old, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll fucking watch the other video about popular MMOs after this. We'll see.
I did not do it because I was too far gone anyways. Like, they wouldn't have been able to get me out of the house. I developed a really bad agoraphobia from drinking. And if you're not familiar with that term, basically what it means is...
means you don't like to leave the house.
Leaving where you live, which affected me horribly. I spent months in hotel rooms and stuff where I wouldn't leave the room, and I would just order to the room. Like, I wasted, like, you see YouTubers waste money on things. I wasted money on DoorDash and hotel rooms. Like,
okay, I don't know about the hotel room thing, but the DoorDash thing is plaguing our nation. I think everyone is wasting money on that shit, especially if you have dummy disposable income like a YouTuber might of his subscriber count.
Which is fine. I'm not making this video because I need money in any sort of the way. I didn't go extravagant and get drunk. I didn't, the one good thing is that I didn't get drunk and just start buying expensive things.
Yeah, you can die and have seizures and brain bleeds and heart attack. Yeah, that's freaking crazy. The shakes are also very scary. I was lucky and I didn't have that happen too many times, but...
I didn't buy
scary
one
stuff. I think this guy was really deep in it. I think he was like hospitalized for drinking too much on one or more occasions.
I went a lot of weird things. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little Amazon addiction-y, but who hasn't these days? But basically, this is how it started. Normal dude. Took my first drink at like 30, which is crazy. Anyways, had nothing to do with my divorce, by the way, which a lot of people seem to think it did. Had absolutely nothing to do with that. And,
my divorce would probably influence me to drink if I was into that.
Then it just kind of snowballed.
I think they're projecting on our king.
It started kind of slow. until it went boom. So yeah, anything in moderation is okay. It's okay to go out, have a couple drinks with your friends. It's not okay to go out every single day and get wasted. Which is basically what it turned into for me.
Is this just supposed to show like the juxtaposition? Because this is all like incoherent gobbledygook that I want to let the guy speak for himself, because especially after the freaking arrest video, I'm happy to see he's doing better. But also, what are we getting at here? And why did you film this? And what are you saying?
Especially as someone like me who made a lot of money young in life.
I also want to speed it up, but I feel like that takes away from his tone is important, I think.
I had the opportunity to go out pretty much every single day and drink a lot. I drank a ton. It started slow. It started me just drinking with friends, and we'd all drink about like the same amount of alcohol. I'm really competitive.
I don't know if this is like a YouTuber thing or like a gaming YouTuber specific thing, but maybe like a lot of the gaming YouTubers eventually lose the passion for like the game that blows them up or whatever. I feel like that is a thing, sort of an archetype for creators. If you don't like stay interested in something, I think it can be really easy to fall into substance use / abuse, just because you will have so much free time, and it will even be fine for a while, but eventually it'll catch up to you, and it might already be too late by then. People say this. Some people have to feel it for themselves, but I definitely empathize with that.
The competitive part of me may have contributed to some of the alcoholism as well, where all of a sudden, like, instead of drinking like a few drinks, all of a sudden I'm drinking 20 drinks, 30 drinks, 40 drinks. It really snowballed to the point where I would be drinking like 3 bottles of alcohol a day.
Damn.
And ending out in the hospital. I was in the hospital many times. They don't really do too much for you either, to be honest, but I would recommend going if you really have drank that much. In my experiences, what they do is they give you a water IV, maybe some vitamins, and then they send you on your way. Depending on your level of alcoholism, they may give you some pills to help you feel better as you come down from all the drinking that you did. And those pills
sounds like a really expensive hangover cure. I think they have those in Vegas, where a doctor will come to your room. A real doctor.
And the first time I ever went to the doctor, not the doctor, the hospital, I decided not to take them because I was like, why would I want to get addicted to a second substance? That doesn't make a sense. I'm addicted to everything I do. I was addicted to YouTube when I did it. I was addicted to working out when I was working out, and all of that, like every single thing. When I date girls, I'm addicted to them. I'm intelligent enough as a human being to be like, okay, like if I take this, then so now what do you get me addicted to 2 things, or you get me off the first thing and I'm just addicted to something new, because they're very addictive substances that they give to you. The other option is going off alcohol cold turkey, which is not recommended at all because it makes you could die, seizures, convulsions. So I would not recommend that to anyone either. Really, like, going in for help is always going to be the best option and the best suggestion to give to somebody, but it's very difficult to get them to do it. No one ever was able to get me to do it. I'm also very stubborn, so you may have better luck than I have. The best thing that you can do is be supportive in any way possible.
You can't even drink, not even a little bit, because it starts the addiction all over again. True, or at least that's how most people are. I know some people who got back into drinking after quitting for a long time. Doesn't seem like my thing, but more power to you if you feel like you can handle it or whatever.
I've noticed pretty much nothing anyone ever said to me was very helpful. The only people that, because they didn't understand what was going on.
Bro looked like Charles Trippy.
Why I was drinking, why it was, and it makes you depressed. It's a depressant, so you end up depressed at the end of the day anyways.
True. Why would you want to drink the depression juice? Overrated, in my opinion. I'm just trying to see how much longer is this. It's like the whole video seems. Okay, perfect.
Yelling at someone and telling them, like, you need to stop doing this, you're ruining your life, makes you pick up that bottle. Like, you're not helping, you're doing the exact opposite.
Is this where he throws up? Is this where I throw up? Okay, here we go. Huh. Huh. What? Just kidding. Unless. Huh.
Anyways, I just had a massive cough attack. But
yeah, we were here.
That's not the way to support someone. You can support someone by telling them like you'd like to, help them.
True.
Anyway, I just had a massive cough attack. But like I was saying, like that's really not supportive. Just because it makes someone want to drink more when you say things like that. You have to be supportive in a different way. I've noticed the most supportive people actually
makes you sick if you drink. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Interesting. What up, Jacob?
Why I was drinking and how hard it is to come off the drinking.
Why has it been such a week? More so than normally.
Stop drinking. It's bad for you. Yeah, you try to go through up all day long, and being just on the floor, unable to move. Like, you just can't do that. Another way people get off drinking is weaning themselves off. That is something I've done many times, and that was the only thing that's been successful for me. And it's nothing I would recommend to anyone either, because it's extremely dangerous, because you could die at home at your house. But I'm still going to mention every single thing that happened for me. That would just be, let's say you drink 20 drinks a day, then next day you drink 19, then 18, then 17, then 16, until you're down to no drinks. So your body is not used to having alcohol in its system anymore. That is also extremely hard to do, because anyone who's me, I'm a very emotional person. I'm an emotional drinker. I'm an everything drinker. I'm not gonna lie. I'm an excited drinker. At anything going on, any excuse I have. Girlfriend broke up with me. Bottle. Oh my God, my sports team won. Bottle.
Real.
And it's very hard to convince.
I mean, that's the bad thing about drinking culture, is there's always a reason to drink. It's freaking just it's designed to fail. You can't win against the bobble.
It stops you.
Unless you have self-control, moderation, whatever. Can't relate.
Take a look at your life and see where you were before it. And, I'm like, that fall from grace is quite painful to look at. And I tried many times. I got off alcohol. I went through alcohol withdrawals, I would say, I don't know, 30, 40 times.
Jeez.
And every time you say, wow, I'll never put myself through this again. And, you really have to want it. And another reason I'm not only to help people with this is to hold myself accountable.
What up, William?
I know this will help me more than anything, is being able to help other people. 'Cause I don't need to drink to go out and have fun. You don't. I did it for years. There's no reason to go get wasted either. Even if you do go out and want to have a couple drinks, there's no reason to get completely plastered. You don't remember the night anyways. There's weeks and months of time that I don't remember at all. Sometimes you do really stupid things. In the last year, I've been arrested. I've been to the mental hospital. I've been to the hospital multiple times. It's not good things in your life. And I have a lot to say about it, honestly. But this is only going to be the first video. There's a lot of stories, a lot of things that may be helpful to you that I will try to explain. Because I kind of went into this just winging it, honestly. I literally have been drinking my life away for the last few years. So I didn't put a huge amount of effort into this video, not to lie to you. But I do have a lot of information that I can give you about drugs and alcohol. And
yeah, this video is pretty unorganized, pretty all over the place. Quite a mess, but I guess that speaks more to how fucked up he was compared to now. Let's skip it to when he is healthier here. more recent times. 4 months sober can make such a difference.
Let's live the best lives we can.
So basically in these pictures, you're gonna see that I was incredibly out of shape. I lost all the muscle on my body. The doctors said I would be dead. By the time I was 40, my liver was failing. My pancreas had pancreatitis. I was doing bad, like really, really bad. And then I ended out in jail within a week of making that video before I ended out in rehab. But guys, check those pictures out and yeah, stick around. I'm gonna show my journey with you guys. Love you guys.
No, he's not drunk anymore. He was drunk prior. What the fuck are these pictures, brother? Good lord. So when he says there's more videos coming, is it gonna be more depressing shit like this? I don't want to see this. What the fuck? Arrested soon after. What is this, dude? Okay, I felt like this was gonna be more productive. And it kind of was until the ending. But I don't know. I mean, it's his footage to do what he wants with. Shout out Popular MMOs. I'm glad that he's doing better. I don't know his content that well, but I wish him all the best, dude.